to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom. Hello people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you today. I come again with former pastor Joy Increase, former pastor in Omega Fire Ministries. Now here she comes to educate you and to tell you why majority of the charity work that you see on your screen have been done. And to a very large extent, I want to agree with her. Now, but let me create a foundation that it is also going to be wrong if we assume that every ministry that is doing charity, that this is the reason why they do charity, But then every ministry that does it, like Jeremiah Motofufenyi is doing his own, TB Joshua did his own, and I do not know if they have continued doing it that way. What is her name now? The one that I called, and before you will speak to her, you have to become a partner. Kevin, Rose Kelvin, prophetess Rose Kelvin. Anyone that does it that way, using it to blackmail people's conscience. Now, Joy has come to tell us the reason why they do it the way they do it. And I cannot agree less with her because she was in the system. And even beyond that, we see many people attacking us when we talk about these people. Because either one way or the other, they have benefited from this philanthropic act of these people. And so because of that, you must not talk about them. When they sleep with other men's wives, and when they say things that blasphemes the name of the Lord, when their attitude and the activities behind the lectern and on the pulpit does not glorify Christ, but gives honor and credence to the devil, we must not talk about it because they are giving money, they are helping the people. When I called, the agent of Rose Kelvin, and I was told that I must either pay 200,000 or 300,000 or 500,000, and I learned that there is one that is was it 2 billion naira. I wasn't going to speak with her. There were so many people that came here and said she's helping the poor. So why talk about her? You are jealous of her. Even some has even promised themselves death. So Joy Increase, here we come. Well, watch the video and listen to her. And let me know what you think about the whole thing in the comment section. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll be coming your way in the next video. Till then, from me to you. Shalom.
Hey guys, it's been a while. What's going on? I want to share this to bring clarity on certain things. I've not been responding to few comments lately because there are no need to educate fools who don't want to be educated. The word fool already described that they don't need to be educated. Now, I posted something a few minutes ago because I and my friend, we had a discussion today talking about charity. So when we began to look at it, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of sense in everything that we just talked about. Now, I want to clear this out because maybe some people don't understand how charity works. Non-profit organization, how it works. They call it non-profit. That means every donations, every money that comes in is not for business, it's not for career, it's not for any of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? That means people donate freely, trusting you that you're going to help the community, you're going to help them. And the reason why I posted this is just to clear out what most pastors are doing to conceal the crime and the evil that they do. You silence the mouth of people when you give them gifts. It deviates them. When you are caught, is like buying their loyalty. That's what most criminal who flag themselves around as men of God, that's what they are doing. Now, I want to say this before you applaud your pastors who never had a means of wealth before they joined ministry, who has never walked in their life. Not somebody like, I'm going to use a typical example, not somebody like Polynature, who will know very well that him and his wife are doctors. They got a job. They were doing something before God called them into ministry. Okay? Know the difference. And those who went into ministry because they saw it as a means to steal and rob people. Okay? Now, I'm going to clear something out. If a man of God posts and says, oh, I just gave out 10 million naira, 20 million naira cars to this person and that person, to their fellow pastors, to widows, please stop applauding. They are not giving their own money. They are giving the donations of the church. They are giving the income of the church. They are using the donations of the church, of the people, their tithes, their offering, the gifts, to buy friendship, to buy relationship, to silence the mouth of people. That is not charity, because you're already running a charity. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of what charity is. Warren Buffett is a billionaire in dollars. A very long time, the man refused to do anything. Americans, the world hated him. Big charity organization, they hated him because he wouldn't give his money to charity organization. But the man kept mute. But when he was about to retire, he became the richest man. When he was about to retire, he gave 99% of his income, the money he worked for, to charity organizations all over the world. And he broke history to become the first highest donator to organizations. That's charity. Elon Musk donates to charity organization. They worked for it. That's charity. Amazon, when he divorced his wife, the wife took millions of dollars, or should I use the word billions? She donated millions of it to charity. Y'all remember, what's this guy's name? Amber. When Amber court case was going on, she got a divorce settlement of $12 million, and she said she was going to donate the whole $12 million to charity. That's charity. When churches comes up to give food, that is what they are supposed to do. It's not their money. I'm in my brother's house, and I was just educating him on it. Like, stop showing me videos. Oh, this pastor just did this. I said, please stop. That's not charity. It's already a non-profit organization. You cannot be running a non-profit organization. People are donating money to you, and you're using the money to buy friendship. You're using the money to donate to your friends. What's the source of your income? In short, the businesses that most pastors have, they got the money from the church, from people who come to donate to them, who have been brainwashed to give their cars, their houses, and stuff like that to to them and they use them for donation, you call that? That's not charity. That's taking the money of the people to give back to people, to buy your status, for people to, the problem with we Africans is the fact that we hate to read and we hate to see beyond the nonsense that goes on in certain organizations. I was once like that, but when I started looking into things and reading the paying details to every print on papers, trust me, I started seeing the light. And when you see the light, you hold on to it. Do you understand? So before you come up to start praising, charity is when you give your hard-earned money. I've long registered my charity organization. Long. And do you know what I'm doing right now? Building business that will run my charity. Building business that will run my charity. Everyone that I've discussed with, I've never, even if I'm going to solicit for funds in the future to create strategies like that, I have to be like 60 or 70% the highest donator to my charity organization. It's not going to come from church. It's not going to come from brainwashing people and doing all of that and claiming that I'm helping people. You take, it's like, I see so many people do that, like funny people do that. They use it. I even see commercials on bloggers, most prophets and prophetess posting, we are feeding the widow. No, you're robbing from the rich and from the vulnerable people. You're robbing if you cause seed, if people give you first fruit, if people give you all these things, you rob from them. If you take 10 million, you give out 2 million. To keep to the 2 million is to buy the look, to make the people feel you're doing something. That's not charity. That's you robbing. That's you robbing people. Okay? Listen, when I'm done with my podcast, you're going to see intellectuals come on this podcast to expose many things that goes on within the walls of ministries, within the blocks of ministries. Some churches do money laundering and so many other things. I see some people write on my comment board, oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, most people like Jerry Eze, I posted his, I'm not vouching. I've gotten past that line where I vouch for anybody, like, oh, I'm vouching for this person. But there are certain things you see to some extent, you'll be like, okay, this is it. Jerry Eze started his prayer line 2020. He didn't start it because he wanted to raise money. He was a man of prayer from what I can see. He has not, to date, he does not do his prayer and start screaming, sow a dangerous seed, kill a dangerous seed. I've not seen it. He only takes offering. Offerings are allowed. And if as a ministry you want to collect tithe, is allowed. But when people start screaming, come and sow a dangerous seed, and start giving lies, telling lies of things that never happened to make it look like, they give you a story, they tell you, oh, people sow, somebody came to me and sold 2 million naira or $2 million. And before they walked out from me, so another person sent an alert of 10 million. That's a lie. It never happened. It's a lie. They give those stories to brainwash other people to donate into their fraudulent acts. And trust me, this thing has sold. They've been able to deceive the world for a very long time, to lie to the whole world. And because they know what they are doing is wrong, when they want to take their donations, they off the camera. If you know and you can account for what you do with every donations or the dangerous seed that you collect, you will not switch off your camera. Nigerians, you guys will wake up. But I just hope when you guys wake up, it's not going to be late. So I just wanted to clear that out, that before you start going to clap for people on their comment section, make sure you know what you're clapping for, that they ain't doing no charity work. They're only robbing from you to give crumbs to the people, to buy their look, to buy favor, to buy acceptance, to buy love, to conceal what they can, for it to be posted on blogs, for people to talk about it, so that it looks like, oh, that man of God is giving. Man, that man of God just gave a car. No, that's people's car. That's men who came with problems. Those are people's money. I even learned people would donate cement. They would say they want to build buildings. People would donate as crowded their church is. Before you know it, they are starting company with the cement that is being donated. People will donate chairs. Before you know it, they are using those chairs for event center. They are fraudulent guys who do G's in their ministry. They know about it, but they use the church. They make them pastors. They make them ministers to pour money into the ministry to make it look like it's charity. Man, these men don't fear God. And please stop praising them, thinking they are doing that. Oh, they go under the sun. Oh, these people are doing the work of God. People don't understand when I said I took a break, because what's the essence of people shouting online every day? What they call it? They open funny restaurants that they are feeding the poor. They are doing all that. All those things is to captivate new brainwashed people. Thank you, Linda. Is to captivate new people, to make their, it's one of the most amazing thing to do when you come online and you pretend to be a giver, when it's a strategy for you. You know exactly what you're doing. You know you're defrauding the people. You know you're robbing the people. You know that ain't your money. You know you have no business. You've never worked in your life. Some of these rich people you see, it's not their money. They buy security. They do all of that. They pretend to care. They fake miracle. They stage all these things. They do charity work, all fake. Believe me, the truth is bitter. People come up to be like, oh, you sound so bitter. No, bro. I won't go to Davido's war to speak about that, because he defined what he is doing. He defined it. I'm a musician. I'm going to smoke. I'm going to drink. I'm going to talk about girls. I'm going to talk about money. I'm going to talk about the best car. That's whom he is. I respect that. But now that we have a bunch of businessmen camouflaging themselves, bunch of fraudulent men, sampling themselves as men of God, whereas they are just brainwashing crowd of people, and people come, every foundation die, every this one die, but these men are taking your hard-earned money to do their dirty bidding. And a day will come, I'm going to expose, to tell you how rich they are, why the system can't even break them. When you have money, you can get away with any crime. Just imagine me, for instance, as a general overseer. I open a church in America. I open more branches in America. I have like 30 branches in America. And each of those 30 branches, they pay me tithe of $500 every month, times 12. 500 times 30 branches. Do the math. That's in America alone. And in each state will open more branches. Maybe each state will have like 3 branches, 4 branches. Do the maths, do the calculation. They will have in Nigeria. They will have in Gambia. They will have in Zimbabwe. They will have in Canada. They will have in Austria. They will have in London. They will have in Italy. They have branches around the world. And each month, each of these branches donate money to them as tithes of tithes. You think the government can stop such a people? That's a billions of money running into one man's account every month. You guys wonder why they can buy anybody, buy the police, buy the system, buy anybody. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Have you ever asked yourself, Why people like Joel Austin, they can't have branches like that around the world? Have you ever asked yourself why people like TD Jakes can't have branches around the world? Because they audit them. They check them what they do. They account for every single dime. Remember when Joel Austin took 7.5 million during the PP? Americans were angry. They're like, that's a big church. He has the money already. Do you understand? So what am I trying to tell you? And from what I heard, Joel Austin had to pay some money back because they really didn't need the money. Their building alone in Texas was built with $500 million. They account for it. That is why they can't franchise, because they question them, the things they do. But Africa, who are you going to question? So I want you to do the maths and know this whole thing. You think they care? Running crusade, doing so much crusade, doing so many things around the world. You think they care? They can't. Any man will do anything for money. Never forget. So before you come online to come praise one prayer, call me bitter, call me bitter cola, call me whatever you want to come. I don't care. I don't care. And that's not the blessings of God, because if you got to lie, exaggerate, and fake miracle to extort money from people, that's not God. It has nothing to do with God. It's you, it's your business. That's what I was sharing with my brother. I'm like, listen, that ministry, that's not given. That's a non-profit organization. People donate to you. You sample these things online. You rob and take from the poor, from the rich, and give crumbs to the people, and people come and clap for you. Yeah, right. What a game. Keep it on.